When people ask me where I wanted to be posted, I'd say, I'm flexible, I'll go anywhere except Papua New Guinea or the Middle East. I was very irritated when I was called down to the staffing department one day and instructed that I should learn Arabic and go off to the Middle East. I went off to Egypt and I learned Arabic and I worked in the embassy there, and then I was posted to the UAE and accredited to Qatar. And then after that, I turned into a management consultant, and because I'd been at DFAT and because I had Arabic, I wound up working in Iraq. My experience of living in the Middle East and North Africa region was that it wasn't always that easy, and I did face some pretty challenging situations. But over the years that I was there, contrary to what I had thought would happen, I actually came to like the place. And I also came to understand that whereas I had previously considered myself quite well-read and very open-minded and well-travelled, I was actually not really any of those things. I was fairly ignorant, and I was just as stuck on stereotypes as the next person. And what I'm trying to do with this book is really to change the way that people think about the Middle East. At Dearin & Associates, we are an international trade consultancy which helps companies access capital and opportunities in fast-growing emerging markets, particularly in the Middle East and North Africa. Now, we solve three problems for people, and those are lack of commercial intelligence, i.e. people don't know enough about where they're hoping to expand to, lack of cross-cultural awareness, so people don't know how to deal with the people in the country that they're going to, and lack of contacts. And we basically solve those problems by providing the things they're lacking. The book is really part of the cross-cultural consulting piece of the business. Part one gives an economic rationale for why you should think about going to the region and why you should run your business there. Part two looks at the culture of the Middle East and North Africa. I mean, it's broad brush because it would probably take me about 5 books to delve into the specificities of each culture, but it gives you a good general idea of what is going on regionally and how it's different to, for example, Australia. And part 3 says, okay, in light of these differences, how do we deal with that? How do I, as somebody from outside the region, go into the Middle East and North Africa, get to know people, work with them effectively, and not blow up my business relationship before it gets started? Sometimes I think people in Australia feel that perhaps we may not get the endorsement of people from the Middle East for the book. And I'm glad to see that when people from the Middle East read the book, they actually agree with what is in it, and they say, some of the mistakes that you have picked up and some of the misconceptions that you've picked up are actually real. That means I know that I've gotten it right.